25 players entered, and after 21 matches, only 2 remain. Over 2 weeks, we played 91 spins, and either of these are just 4 wins away from the Roulette Raceway 2 title. Welcome everyone to the grand finals of Roulette Raceway 2 between k-kaneta and ChrisX3. And joining me today on the cast is the defending champion and one of the best roulette players of the community, and definitely the nicest, Janini. Welcome.
Hey, very excited to join you on this wonderful Sunday afternoon. That's too much love for me, but thank you so much. And what a way to start it, other than with statistics of the tournament so far. Love it. So yeah, I'm gonna be excited to see the finals. We've had a lot of matches over the last 2 weeks, and now it all comes down to this.
We had a lot of matches. Definitely the matches are on the longer side here because it's first to 6. The one thing I wanted to point out is how much of the matches we had in the non-EU friendly time zones. I myself had to catch up on a lot of these in the second week especially, but all the deadlines were met, soft or hard or whatever. We managed it only 2 forfeits, which is always great from a community event of 20 plus. And we got through the semi-finals as well yesterday, so now we get the 2 finalists between the Japanese k-kaneta and the American ChrisX3, and they are giving us a favor by playing in an EU friendly time zone, so really nice to see.
Very nice of them. So we can enjoy it as well at a comfortable time. So yeah, first map is going to be Dartmoor. Of course, as always, RNG decided. Well, you know that Dartmoor it's always a bit. It's a very fast map. So, and Kaneda has showed over the tournament that he likes to do it. I mean, he dropped he dropped 2 maps in the entire tournament, and and that's, at least I think, it's because he almost never rips, right?
Exactly.
He's at such a fast pace as well, but not like. And there are some players like, I think Chris likes to go a little faster. But of course that can also always be risky. That's standard procedure of Roulette Rivals. So I'm interested. Who will take the first map?
Me too, and just in general, it's been so fascinating to see. Well, both of them. First of all, Kaneta, who joined the community for RR6. That was his first tournament, and it wasn't spectacular by any means. Not to say anything bad about him. He did lose both of his RR6 matches, and then I just think that he went into practicing a lot more, got the strats down, and you can see him in the grand final of this 25 player tournament. That is an incredible feat.
Yes, I do agree, and he played very impressively so far. So yeah, showed a lot of great stuff, and yeah, this could really go either way. I'm super excited for it. For me personally, there's no clear favorite here, so we'll have to see how it plays out.
Yeah, and this is a battle of 2 players who weren't part of the community in the last World Championship, and I always had this bold prediction in my mind that the second one could be won by someone who wasn't even around for the first one. And if this is a good preparation for the World Championship, then it just shows that how deep the player pool is. Can just, especially Chris, who fought himself up. Well, not that he was ever not a great player, because he was consistently great ever since his first tournament, and he's consistently doing well in this one as well, making it to the final. He was a semi-finalist back in April and May, losing to you actually, and then you took the first raceway, and then he took the revenge for that a couple of days ago.
That's right. But yeah, that is very true. So yeah, but I mean, both players, as you said, wasn't around here for last tournament, so yeah, it's gonna be. I mean, the finals are gonna be great, I'm sure. But even afterwards, the action almost immediately resumes in a few weeks with the World Championship #2 or 2021 or whatever you want to call it. But it's gonna be hype as well.
Friday
So-
the 22nd is when the World Championship starts, so that's 12 more days. We got 7 more days of joining. We already near the capacity of 64 players, so we are going to see 8 groups of 8, which is 200 plus matches in the first 3 weeks of the World Championship. So, well, if you like roulette,
Yeah, that's
you are going to
crazy.
be overdosed by it for sure.
Well, that's true. Gonna be hard to watch them all, but I'll do my best. Either way, hope everyone grabbed the little drink. Okay, I completely messed it up.
Try again.
Yeah, grab a drink or snack or whatever, because match is gonna start in a bit over a minute. And just to mention this, we're so far in Raceway we had best of 6 matches. This final is gonna be best of 8. Well, not, it's not okay. I got my numbers messed up there. So it was first to 6 points. Now it's first to 8 points, which is kind of a best of 7. But yeah, it is first to 8 points. So we could see a bit of a longer match.
And it would be definitely a good one to get down to the wire. The last ones that are last finals that are really high bar, the 8-6 Giannini win over Fraud, and we might see 7 maps here as well. So to get the 8th one, we would have to get a tie, which is from these players it's almost unlikely, but we are going to see a lot of map picks when Chris and k-kaneta starts to losing maps, and they might be some of the longer maps, and we might see some ties. It is going to be a fascinating back and forth between the two, and I hope both of them are doing well today.
Exactly. And now the first spin is gonna arrive. You wanna read it out?
Sure, I can start, and then of course we alternate. We begin the grand final with Pistol as a lawyer in Dartmoor.
Well, yeah, I mean, Pistol is pretty straightforward. Lawyer, of course, also acquainted near the PI start. So I'm interested they both do the same. So it's about different. Chris is gonna go for the Seeker. Meanwhile, k-kaneta is going for the lawyer class first.
But they are ending up in the same room, of course, because the lawyer is a unique disguise. Chris is now getting the lawyer as well. Seeker on Alexa means that the isolation can take place in about 20 seconds, maybe even less than that. We can see now Alexa walking down the stairs, and k-kaneta will be infiltrating the main office.
Yes. It's gonna be the case. So, let's see. He has a knife. Ooh. I think the bodyguard did seem show that. Oh no. Okay. All good. I'm interested how he'll do this though. It doesn't look like it. Looks like the other bodyguard is gonna check it out as well, so it's gonna be interesting.
Yeah, lots of things to do, and only 1 corner shot remaining, so the corner on this guy. But still needs 3 KOs, and Chris is going to get the isolation now.
Yeah, there you go. It's gonna correct safe hide her bodyguard in the closet. Probably now gonna get the kill. Oh yeah, because he has a loud pistol, doesn't have a haven't brought one himself.
Panic on the
Guys
first
change
floor.
and... Ooh, now he's gonna get past that. But looks like he's fine.
Barely,
Now he's
but
only gonna
Chris
go
gets
for the...
away.
Yeah, barely. Bit close for comfort, but he's got it. k-kaneta is struggling with the opposite bit.
Yeah, k-kaneta still needs 2 KOs. And
Yeah.
This might be an angle, 1 KO from behind and the other one.
Yes.
To get the last one.
That's a good variant. But I fear it might be too late for him. Chris already grabbed the case file and is now on his way to the exit.
And
that
he's
should
out
be
green
GG.
guns.
First map for Chris.
His first blood, 214 first try, and we are going to see k-kaneta finish as well. Maybe if you clear the spin, then he knows that it's over.
Yeah. I'll let him finish too.
Yeah.
It's a short.
May just be a unfortunate realization for him, but he's going to be beaten by 20-ish seconds and he's not going to finish.
It's gonna cut it short. I mean, on Dartmoor, you always. I mean, on every map, you know, always that your opponent can finish before you, but on Dartmoor especially, you have to be very, very about that. So next map is gonna be Hokkaido, picked by k-kaneta.
Oh, good for you. And good for us, because
Yes.
we have one of the Hokkaido masters in cast.
Well, I hope I can provide some insight. We'll see.
Lots of Hokkaido options on the table from the Sona heavy spin. If we see a hostile disguise for Yuki, then it's really unlikely that you can get her early, and then that you can isolate her on the gondola platform if you have a disguise, which you can do it early enough. And if you have some pneumatics, then you can just make Yuki sick to Portman's seat. And for some disguises that might be optimal. So it's far from a linear mission. It's very well liked in the community, despite being one of the shorter maps. Provides lots of options for sure, and 3 minutes until the next spin already.
Yes, I mean, it's always interesting because it's so different, right? Because Sodas is not really a normal target. It's more like an objective that you can do in many, many different ways. So that's always interesting. And of course, it's also the point of the sauna. We have quite a few of those though, like maps where you have this one point in time, which is like the huge standard for most spins, and maybe like, for example, Nolan in his garage and something like that. Of course, then it's always the try to speed it up somehow. Of course, you can isolate Yuki on the gondola platform. What Chris is doing right now, is showing us, and can seek her, etc., etc. Which, by the way, you can all read up about in the newly released Roulette Guide written by Into Fun and me. Go to, I know it's a shameless self-plug, but go to hitmanrr.com if you want to learn some more about roulette.
I'll join in with the shameless plug and just post the link as well. And Curry is already on it. Thank you very much. Just got one quick question from Mr. Nezu. This match is first to 8, so it's longer than the usual ones, and hopefully allows for more back and forth. We are guaranteed to play 4 maps, and hopefully we go to the distance 7 or even 8 maps, which is the maximum.
Yes. For now, it's just 2-0. We're just getting started. There's a lot of more action to be done, and how the Sunday afternoon better spent than watching a grand final, or casting it in our case.
Exactly. Yeah, probably lots of maps. Definitely starting with 2 shorter maps. And as always, in Raceway you can ban 2 maps from the 18 Trilogy RR map pool. So you don't have to play your worst map, so you don't have your opponent pick his best maps. Of course, it's up to you which one to ban. And before the Hokkaido spin, I can quickly reveal that k-kaneta's bans were Chongqing and Santa Fortuna, and Chris banned Miami and Isle of Scale. Interestingly, notably, there is no Berlin ban, which is Chris's signature map, so that might be another one, which we'll see later today.
If he loses, that might very well happen. But first of all, we're going to Hokkaido.
Let's see if Kaneta can catch up with his first map pick. Janini, what's the Hokkaido spin?
It is for Eric Sodas, throwing the heart in the trash can in Resort Security Disguise, and for Yuki Yamadaki, an explosion accident as the chief surgeon.
Pretty convenient on Yuki, because she's a roamer in a public area. So
that's true.
You could start surgeon, get the chief surgeon, get the propane, and just drop the breacher in front of her. Of course, you have to time it well so no bodyguards are harmed in the process.
Very true. But it's definitely possible. There are some techniques for that, bumping and stuff, and she also doesn't walk that close to her bodyguards. But as you said, this is very popular isolation method for the chief surgeon to get him in the surge after the surgeon start, which both players will do, because he will save it in there, and afterwards it takes a bit of time to get the skies, so it's very convenient for both players. k-kaneta has a bit of a head start, but I'm interested mainly where they'll get their result security skies. I'll assume they'll both get that kill first, or they could, of course, also what was possible here, because as you said, a breacher drop, you could go for you could kill first and then get back with the security skies, also possible. But looks like k-kaneta is going for. Ooh, that could be a problem for him, though. He didn't lure the right person with that one, I
And
assume.
it was almost an illegal action because you can't pick up the fire poker.
Yes.
And oh yeah, you can see the morgue doctor there.
For
That's
him,
not
yeah.
good.
But
Underrated item, but he could have had the handyman's wrench smuggled in or brought in if he has time or space, and then you can turn down the heat or turn up the cold so these bodyguards leave. I think second try the charm and k-kaneta empties this room, but will he be late for Yuki is a good question. I think he's just going to prioritize and do the Eric here first.
Ooh, and Chris gotta get a rip. I love the idea there. He opened the door with his fire poker and then just tranked the guard and the doctor that was there. But he got spotted from the side by the guard. So that's a restart for him. Puts k-kaneta far ahead.
And k-kaneta is not a player you want to rip against, because most likelihood he is going to finish this one up. Trying to get the security disguise with it is going to be one throw and one gun placement, so he goes more inside the tunnel so no one sees him.
Yeah, I'm not sure if the guard sees the guard. Oh, he does. Nice. Okay. I thought that maybe a bit more closer, but apparently k-kaneta knows stuff better than I do. Very nice. Both. It's interesting to me that both go for that guard. I mean, it's definitely the closest one. But yeah, very nice.
Yeah, the difference so far has been that k-kaneta got it first try and Chris ripped to it, so now it's a 2-minute advantage for k-kaneta.
Very true. Now he's gonna go in for the first kill. k-kaneta doesn't have a I saw Chris had a breacher. k-kaneta I think doesn't have one. He has the EMP. So I mean it's possible to kill her in the public space with that, but it's not as easy with the breacher. So we'll see about that. But also he's kind of close to Yuki going for the sauna anyway. So we'll see. Well, there's another rip for Chris. I haven't quite seen what happened there, but same situation. Okay, yeah.
The only difference is that the other NPC turned around, because I think they hear the Comer shot, which is why they turn towards Chris, and yeah, it's not very comfortable.
Yeah, dart guns can be very nice, but here they are his downfall, kind of. So nice. This is nice to see. He's now trying to go for live kill. I'm not sure if it's like. I would probably go for that as well, but it's kind of risky, of course, if she's at the sauna in a second anyway. But I like this though. So now he's gonna try to bump the bodyguard. Give Yuki a bit of a. Yeah, it should be isolated enough. And there she goes.
Very nicely done after bumping the bodyguards. Just enough time so Yuki will investigate the EMP. Stands over the propane flask and the EMP, so k-kaneta can detonate one last bump for good measure, and Yuki is the only one to die, and k-kaneta will first try this one at 4 minutes and 15 seconds, just ahead of Sona anyway. And k-kaneta ties the match up 2-2 after 2 maps.
Yeah, very well done. But as we saw, not a single rip from k-kaneta, and fast pace. Very well done.
Both players
now 2-2.
Both players bringing what I was expecting from them. Chris with incredible speed, and k-kaneta just basically the inability to restart. 2 maps, obviously not the 2 hardest spins ever, but 2 maps, no restarts is a great start for the Japanese.
Yes. So let's see when Chris realizes that map is over.
I personally refuse to believe that k-kaneta has, or because he said the 10 counts for the roulette guide, it's been out for 3 hours, 4. If that helped him, then I'm really happy. But that's a
Me
funny
too,
timing.
but maybe it did. You never know. Would be glad to hear that though. And yeah, let's see. Chris realized now, and he has 12 maps left to choose from. So let's see. Maybe he's not gonna pick Berlin, he's gonna pick Haven. So we're gonna have Haven in a few minutes.
The first of the longer maps today. And
Yes, that's
we
true.
have the option of Mumbai, Berlin, Colorado as well. We're not going to have Santa Fortuna today, which was Chris found that a bit surprising when Kaneta banned that. Not even sure what I'm going to say with this story. Probably just a combination of Kaneta not feeling comfortable on there, and I do think that Chris has showed enough potential on Santa Fortuna to be a threat there, but Chris is such an all-rounder by now that it's really hard to pick or ban against him because he's so consistent.
Yeah, very true. I just realized that the past two maps had a spin limit of an hour, so disregard that. It's 30 minutes, as in all prior matches. Wait, where's the, what? Do you see that on Chris? What?
Just wanted to mention, yeah, Chris has is that like driver issues or video card issues? I'm not sure, but
where's the water?
global warming has got to Haven Island, and
yes. Oh no. Incredible. Also, what I noticed, the spin link. Okay, it's okay. Apparently, I'm really incompetent. So I have to update the spin link because it also doesn't work anymore.
Oh no, you left it or you closed it or something?
No.
It's fine.
I
Happens.
apparently disabled the terminal ropes real quick. So
Oopsie.
let me send out new spin links. I hope they'll see it in time. I'll ask them.
I mean, since they won't receive the spin link on the original one, I think they will suspect something at 17 past if they don't receive the new link after this. So maybe just give him 1 or 2 extra minutes so they realize.
Yeah, I will.
Until then, I have a question from chat. Why do ban spins exist? Because so in Hitman there are many ways to eliminate targets, and those are including all the firearms or the melee kills which are found on the map, but there are also accident kills which work the same in the whole trilogy. So some targets you have to electrocute, some you have to kill with a falling object with fall. And the thing is that for this competitive environment, there are just some targets where some accidents just way harder than others. And I guess my idea behind it is that until then, can I also have a spin link?
I didn't send you a link. Okay. Well,
yeah.
okay, that is makes sense.
So actually,
I can.
Now I have it. Though. Okay. So the thing is okay. No. I think we went through this topic anyway. So it's not because too easy, because they're too hard. But let's see if we get any accidents here. Loud Pistol as Vator for Tyson. Next Snap as Villagard for Ludmilla. And Injected Poison as Dr. Think for Stephen Bradley.
Yes.
Live kill, loud kill, no suit, but not that it matters. What do you think about it?
Yeah, I mean, it's from all a little bit. It's no live kill on Tyson, so you can definitely start in the mansion, which is what both players seem to be doing. And I isolate Tyson first, get that out of the way. Definitely a good approach.
100% tie in chat already. I have faith in the finalists.
Yeah, and I also do think it's not the most hard for spins. The last pistol can be a bit annoying for Tyson, for sure. But I think it's fine. Like, you don't need any items besides the injected poison. And okay, that's gonna be okay. Yeah, I thought so.
So he's compromised.
Wait,
I
think he's not gonna turn green from that. He did his corners do, but yeah, also that.
The maid, yeah.
Also the door was open. So that's the reason.
That's also a thing,
sure.
yeah.
That's also a thing.
So Chris with the advantage of 45 seconds, and now he can corner subdue the bodyguard. And if you close the door, then the timings and the positions work out just perfectly that you can keep your green guns, which Chris does. So that is the Tyson isolation.
Meanwhile, I would like to answer a question about the difference between Roulette Rivals and Raceway. Well, Roulette Rivals tournaments are official tournaments hosted by our community, and there are 3 a year and a World Championship, which will start in a few weeks. And Raceway is now the second edition of the community event for fun is hosting, and there are some thematical differences as well. Well, at least in the past, the rules about drops and etc. were tighter, and especially you don't pick your map beforehand; you pick them live. So that's a bit of a difference.
Yeah, all in all, just a different roulette experience. A bit more on the improvisation side, at least on the map picks. A bit tougher. So it's more advised to experienced players who have game plans on all 18 maps, but everyone is welcome, and the newer players have already been done well, especially against each other. The closest matches were between them, and you can see one of the newer players, k-kaneta, making it all the way to the final and tying currently against Chris.
Yes.
First to 8 in the grand final.
First to 8, yes. First to 8. The tournament was first to 6, now it's first to 8. And now, Kaneta now ran into the same issue for a second time as well. So I hope it's gonna change up a bit. Because even if the door would be closed, the guard would see the other guard knocked out. So, I mean, okay, well, now I'm not sure if he dragged him before as well. But maybe he's gonna change it up.
Just doesn't have enough time, but he got a lucky Tyson head turn. We could see the whoosh there, but not a full one.
Yeah, it's true. You don't really want to do that. And now the door is closed.
Still stuck in this room. But that's a nice map knowledge that you can just throw an item against the door. So a bodyguard will come, but the bodyguard will notice the gun instead. So, Kaneta is stuck here.
Disaster. Complete disaster for him. I mean, it also works, you know, but just... Okay, now he comes through there. Oh, but now the door's closed again.
Oh, Kaneta. I just the banana with just tiny bit of extra routing around this. Maybe Haven is not Kaneta's favorite map, or this is a start he didn't get down until the I don't know, the absolute perfection. But this is just suboptimal compared to Chris, who is just getting the Sing disguise, but he has to keep luring them inside because Sing is currently on the balcony and there's one more NPC there, and he have view cons, so best just hide him.
Yes, and that was kind of close, I think. So Sing turned around on the map, and then he was still dragging her. So that was kind of close, but well done. He's getting to the... Oh, okay, what is that?
Look at that.
This guy's just cloned. What the heck?
What's going on? Well, Sing is not naked, but it might just be the same issue as the reason why there's no water. I think Chris's game is just about to give up, but please don't crash, that wouldn't be competitive.
Yes, that would be nice. So, either way, at the third restart for Kaneda, and Chris is on the first try, very far in. He's now gonna isolate Steven. He has to do a live kill though, so he's okay. Wow, I didn't wait. What? Steven's gonna stop puking up. Wait, because he threw an item. That's not something I've seen before.
So it's 4 minutes and 48 seconds, and of course, Chris went to get the disguise. He had to wait on Sing a while. So I think the 60 seconds have passed. So it's not the game being done for once. But
That is
Chris
a
gets
very
the
odd.
kill.
Oh, I think he changed his guy. That's too early.
Oh boy.
I'm gonna have to review that, but as I see it, he hadn't touched the ground before, and that's the rule, right? He has to touch the ground, and then you can change.
Yeah.
And I think he was not completely on the ground. I'm gonna check immediately.
Good luck
I'm
at
gonna mute it for a
Minini.
sec.
I'll carry this is the cast anyway. So it's Chris won this guy's down, if that was correct. 5 minutes and 30 seconds pass. This is the ideal timing for the Ludmilla isolation. Seeker in the restaurant. Chris is going to show a nice blind angle in this place. We are not going to see any whooshes because he can carry a weapon, but next to this flower or plant, he can make Ludmilla sick. But there's a problem. There's one more NPC who goes past. Now it should be fine. Urban is not an issue anymore, and there's the Seeker shot from Chris. k-kaneta is 1 minute and 40 seconds in. Green gun Tyson isolation at last. So this is a wall hackable door, but he gets past this, so k-kaneta can also exit dimension and go for the other two disguises or targets as well. It's going to get the silence pistol first. I think that was a guard on the table. Let's just not worry about anything about this game anymore. There's the evidence deleted from k-kaneta's side. I think Chris is not going to do anything else before the Ludmilla next snap. He has the disguise. He has the non-existent kill item. Both of his hands are tied to Chris. And as an answer to New England, yeah, so
Okay.
Jan is just watching the VOD. What's the verdict?
From my perspective, it was very close, but the kill was done before he changed his guys. So it's valid.
So that is a fine. Very close, very nice for Chris. Definitely not planned to have it this close. It just happens in grand finals when you just forget about this aspect. But very nicely done by Chris. He has 2 kills down. He's only missing the Tyson kill. Loud pistol as waiter. Now this I'm really curious about. Loud pistol in the villa. How are you going to get everyone hide everyone or something? Because oh, he's missing a pistol still, or I wonder.
I'm not sure. Possible. I mean, I think. I think the Villa Guards don't carry loud pistols, right? So.
The Villa Guards don't, but I think Steven's guard actually does.
Yeah, I think he does. Yeah. So it looks like he's going back for that. Meanwhile, looks k-kaneta is going for the Sync disguise, but of course, he is a bit behind.
4 minutes into his run, no kills down, but of course we saw that once you get the disguise, you can get Steven, and then Steven's guard is the right disguise for Ludmilla, so it's going to chain up quite nicely, but 4 minutes behind Chris means it is going to be hard to turn this one around.
Nice use of coins though here for k-kaneta. Oh, then split on the banana.
Finally uses
Very
the
nice.
banana which he picked up in the villa.
Yes, you love to see it. Well, now I think I haven't seen it directly, but I think Chris picked up his pistol.
He did.
And it's in the right disguise. He's now making his way over there. Back to Tyson.
Hostile area, of course, so need to tread very carefully here. He's going to try a corner shot on this one. This Villa Guard. Or the other one, no? It's a Seeker, I apologize. And immediately going into searching. I wonder what's that
the
about.
one guard over there is a bit can definitely spot that, but he doesn't rip you, so
and there's the combat.
Rip him.
Oh.
Wow.
So I guess it's the combination of the, like, I think it was an exclamation mark which you didn't see.
Yeah,
so it
exactly.
was an almost getting spotted thanks to Haven. And then that combined with being in the view cone of said person. It's very unfortunate, but it does happen time to time.
Yes. But that completely swings the table now. Because now Chris is well, k-kaneta is now pretty much ahead. I think he's Secret Steven. He's now on his way. He has to sink the sky, so he's now gonna grab himself his first kill, I would assume.
He's also taking the lifeguard disguise for some reason. So he KO'd him and hid him in the closet. Was he worried that he would wake up to something? Wasn't sure.
Not sure. Not sure either, but... Oh, Chorus of Do.
Both sides.
And there's a loud pistol. Very nice. And, you know, of course, Chris gotta start over from the beginning. Now, there is the poke. And I hope he doesn't change his guys too quickly. Yes, there we go. That's the kill. Now he can change. And... Well, not sure if he has Ludmilla. Yeah, Ludmilla has to be isolated next, I would assume.
So, what is the latest timing for Ludmilla? Because it's 6 minutes and 30 seconds, and he's just still going to the restaurant.
Yeah,
Ludmilla's
it's quite
leaving
late, I think. But, I mean, it's not a problem, right? If you can find a secret angle.
So, Ludmilla is in the restaurant, so it's probably from the ice machine.
Yeah, I think that's the best room there, yeah. I'd agree.
Which is where k-kaneta goes now. Of course, lots of NPCs there. And we are not going to hear...
The door opens to the wrong side.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that doesn't look like a possible angle.
Not at all.
Yeah. Maybe if she walked out now, it's the possible angle. But as you can't put there's a woman NPC at the bar. Could spot him. Oh, okay, he doesn't take the shot.
It's probably for the better. It
yeah, probably for the better. I think he would have gotten spotted there. So that's okay. New angle, new possibility. Maybe when she walks down the stairs, but she walks down the other stairs. So gonna have to find a spot where you can shoot and no one sees them, which is a bit harder on Haven than on most maps.
Whoa, for sure. If you're not careful, the doctor's gonna see you from here. Thank God he's KO'd.
And I think he found an angle, but it didn't hit. Now second try, and this one did hit. So it's gonna be Ludmilla isolated. He had the right disguise, picked up from Steven Scott. That's looking very good for him.
Close call, but that is going to be the second kill down. And we have seen how Chris gets Waiter disguise. I think that would be the sensible thing to do below the restaurant. And then go to Tyson, who is already isolated. One last question remaining. What is going to happen with the loud kill?
Yes, that's not trivial. Oh no! Kaneda's taking out the guard, and in that moment, the NPC that goes in the toilet opens the door. Oh, that is terrible timing.
The one NPC who comes in here naturally, he just didn't look for him, and now k-kaneta is behind by several minutes. Chris has 3.5 minutes lead, and has the spin down as well. Like, he knows what to do, he just has to execute it again. Wow, what a back and forth Haven so far. Still 16 minutes
What
to
a
go.
back and forth. Yeah, Chris ripping to... trying to get in there. And... Wow. k-kaneta ripping to... That's the most unfortunate NPC timing.
Yeah, oh, and it's an unconscious weakness from Chris.
Yes. He just passed him and then he threw the ball. So I think that the doctor still spotted it. That is gonna be a rip for him. And yeah, basically both back to square one.
Wow. This was Chris's to lose and now k-kaneta's to lose, and both of them are at the beginning of the spin so far, which is where we saw that it is going to be an 8-9 minute spin from each of them. So there is 2 tries remaining, and if you rip at the very end, you might not have enough time to try again.
Yes, very true. We are, past the hard mark. 15 minutes remaining. So yeah, let's see if someone's gonna get through the spin or if there's some more bullshit that they're gonna rip through. But can't tell yet. So, yeah, both, of course, isolating him in the theater. Both interestingly going for the corners of do on the bodyguard. That's quite nice.
It is the way to keep king guys, yeah. I think that matters enough. So you don't lose time anyway with the corners of do, so just...
Yeah, that's true. And it's quite nice that they keep you green guns with that. Which
Definitely.
doesn't always happen if you KO the bodyguard regularly. Well, Kaneda gonna delete the evidence with the stolen pistol. It's always one less thing to worry about.
And he's going to go
And-
after Steven now.
Yes. So yeah, assuming we're gonna see the same thing, but yeah, the focus here, they both know the strat. They're both doing the same way, pretty much. Yeah, pretty much down to the details, doing the exact same thing. But of course, it's about the execution here and not ripping to anything, either Haven or something other unlucky or it's timing like Kaneda did. So let us be surprised by what comes next.
Kaneta's changing things up, I see. I wonder if... For a moment I thought that he's going for Ludmilla for some reason, because he was looking for the Portman hut, but he is now under the Doctor hut, so it's definitely going to be a Sing iteration, and the same Seeker shot on Steven at 4 minutes, kill around 5, and then Ludmilla the rest around. I don't think Chris is going to do much different. He starts with Steven though.
Yes, as he did before.
Seems like it.
I like this, by the way. I gotta point out that it's very nice from Kaneda that he shoots open the trapdoor with the stolen pistol. I think that's not something that's seen very often. And if you don't have a lockpick or something, it's very hard to get into those huts. So that's a very nice way to do it.
That stolen silence pistol is just so valuable in Haven
Yes.
spins, so definitely try to get it whenever you can. And I think you absolutely can if you start Villa Staff.
For sure. Now he's gonna double lure synced while Chris is going for. Did go for Tico and Bradley, and now it's going for the Doctor as well.
On the dry breach, I can never get enough of this. I just need Chris's copy. Play around.
Yeah, this is really funky. Not really sure what the issue, but as long as it's competitive integrity is still there, it's fine. Anyway, so Chris is now as before luring the girl inside first, but he has a problem that I think Sync is gonna turn around really soon. He did already turn around. So if he KOs her now, it's quite a problem.
Ooh, not looking good for Chris, but also not looking good for Kaneta because he's about to miss Steven. This is about the last timing for Steven.
Did hit the Tico shot. I think that that should be fine. He did hit it though. But yeah, it was quite close. Gotta admit. And now Chris also got the Doctor disguise. I think that was really close, to be honest. Well, but interesting also the difference in approach, because Chris secured Bradley first, then went for the guys, and Kaneda the other way around. Of course, both had advantages. I think securing him first is a bit faster, but of course you have to be fast to sync this guy then, and Kaneda is doing it the other way around. Can freely choose when he seekers Bradley, but of course he also can't take too long, as we saw he nearly missed him. So yeah. But look at what Chris does, right? He throws the pearl, and he's not done with puking yet, but still Steven turns around for that.
I see what
that
you
is
mean.
So interesting. I haven't seen that before, you know?
And that's
not
the end of the
target behavior.
animation. Yeah, you're totally right.
I was gonna KO the god and going for the puke.
Ooh, close one. Close one for Chris.
Ooh.
Should still be fine.
For Kaneda, you mean?
I meant that Steven almost left the private area, but got the Steven killing time.
Yes.
But on the this guy's side, probably Kaneta was even closer, which I didn't see.
Yeah, one second, let me check that. I think it was fine. I haven't seen it in detail, but let me check either way.
Yeah, better say that. Sorry.
But let's assume. Okay, I think it was fine, but I'm going to double check either way. But either way, it's going to be really close now. Both have pretty much done the same thing. They have done the first kill. Now going for Ludmilla. Very nice. No, that's what I was afraid of earlier from this room. He gets spotted by an NPC at the bar. And now not gonna check. Doesn't matter now.
And
but
it's
so unfortunate.
he had the timing, he had the placement for the regular Ludmilla Seeker, which is where Chris is right now, 6 minutes, no one's looking at here. And that should be green guns, although he kind of hit the left side of Ludmilla, but that surely hit. We don't have game audio from him because we are using k-kanetas, but that most likely hit, and Chris can get the waiter disguise in the meantime. He has the huge lead now, but of course he still has to finish the spin. 8.5 minutes to go, so Kaneta needs to finish in 9 minutes, and this is going to be his last try for sure. We might not get to the end of his run though, because Chris is looking very fine on this run.
Yes, he does. But of course, you never know. He hasn't got to a spot yet where he ripped last time. So we'll see about that first. Though he's gonna close in on the middle kill. That was a huge boost for Kaneta.
Yeah. Always risky at the start. Or, I mean, it depends on approach. Kaneta is making it a bit riskier than ideal. But most of the time he gets the green guns and can get the spin going. And Chris keeps the spin going with his second kill now. For the second time, only Tyson left as the waiter with loud pistol, which he should hopefully have this time.
Yes. That's true. We'll see. Meanwhile, Rocky asking who in the right mind likes old Pickhaven? Me. And Chris and a lot of other people.
It is definitely a decent pick for RR, but on the trickier side because of the view cones, because of the villa situation and how hard it is to infiltrate. But there are Haven fans in the chat and in the booth, that's for sure.
The booth. I like that. So, Chris switched to the waiter disguise, and it's now closing in. Let's see, he upped here last time. Let's see if he can make it through this time. This time he's not gonna go for the dot gun, which is a lot safer because now he's not gonna get spotted. He's gonna getting whoosh by this guy that he got spotted by last time now, but he's not gonna spot him. That's something that you can rely on. And yeah, this is much safer. Very nicely done. Now he has the breaching charge to open the theater screen, and now he should be pretty safe. He only has to, shoot him and hide him in the closet before someone comes. But there are two closets there, so yeah, even though one is full, it's not a problem. He just checks out which disguise to get.
And there's one more being in the theater room anyway, so it's only the matter of hiding him. This is kind of a wall hacky spot, but I think because the waiters freeze or the maids freeze for a moment, should be no issues. Bit of a panic around here, question mark on the maid, enforcement dots around, but that is not going to matter.
Yeah, he got past. It's totally fine. He's on the ground level. He even picked up the boat kill already, and it's nice. And he's now gonna get out. That should be GG for Chris.
There he is out, 9 minutes 19 seconds. So if Chris didn't finish this one, then Kaneta would be racing against the clock with his 9-minute run. But we are not going to get there. We are not going to get a tie just yet anyway. And Chris takes Haven and takes the lead again, 4-2.
For Chris, let's see what Kaneta's next pick will be. There are now 7 maps out of the map pool that are, banned or picked already, played, I would say. So they still have 11 maps left. And he's going to go for Kodo. Oh, I love this guy. Picking Hokkaido and Colorado.
It's a really favorable cast for you so far. Of course, Dartmoor is Dartmoor, but the other 3 maps are maps that you like or definitely close to your heart.
Sure. Very awesome. Okay. Gonna be Colorado.
Map number 4, this is still first to 8. This is still the grand final of Roulette Raceway 2. Chris needs to win 2 more maps. Kaneta is 3 away. But sure, he has reasons to pick Colorado. wonder if we have seen k-kaneta play in Colorado in this tournament. I want to say no, but I can quickly check.
Feel free to check. I do think it fits his playstyle though. Colorado is a map where you if you don't rip and have a very good pace, as he seems to do, I think you're very set up for success.
You are going to remember k-kaneta's Colorado because it was your cast and it was his hostile glitch, which made it a 15-minute first try.
Right, I remember the hostile glitch. Oh my god, I remember. Yeah, he played really well. But of course, the hostile glitch. It was amazing how he worked around that. I was really impressed by that. But yeah, let's see if he. I hope this time he's gonna change outside of the basement.
I think if he has been informed that the changing, I think it's from suit and to suit, that the suit change in the basement is what causes the hostile glitch on the these guys after that. So whatever you're changing into, I think it was technician or something. But with that knowledge, he should have Colorado down as well.
Yes, I do hope he knows that, but let's see. Either way, let me check. The spin is sent, and we're gonna have to wait a few minutes to start Colorado.
The 4 target mission, the only one in the trilogy. The 5 is of course Berlin. You have to eliminate 5 of 10 or 11 targets if you're a maniac and start putt stop.
Very true. Yeah, I've never would have thought that we would get a 10 like a, or at least even a 5 target mission. Technically, yeah, it's 10 or 11 one before they released HITMAN 3, but they made it work. It's quite a unique concept.
Yeah, that is going to make Berlin one of the memorable maps for like longevity or something. Like if you are going to look back at the trilogy in 5 or 10 years, Berlin is going to be up there for its uniqueness.
Sure. For sure. By the way, I love this infiltration in the suit of Sean's office. I gotta appreciate that one. I'm not sure what it's like. It's not really useful because of course you can just change disguise, but very nice. You know.
So he has one kill down, another isolation, and this might just be his suit strat, but you can see that so much you can do in your suit.
Look what he shows off here.
I think the fire kill, or what I would do here, because yeah, he's looking for the barrel.
Yeah. Imagine he gets fire in suit for Pavadi.
Well, 5 more seconds and then you can read it out.
Yeah. It's quite niche, but this is amazing. But yeah, here we go. We have for Sean Rose, pistol as Scarecrow. We have for Penelope Grace, kitchen knife as Militia Elite. We have for Ezra Burke, an explosive weapon as Point Man. And for Maya Pavadi is Silence SMG as explosive specialist.
Decent spin. With the pistol you can always choose between the silence one or the loud one. If you're choosing to steal a loud one, then it's only 2 required items. Well, only one with the silence SMG. The explosive weapon you probably want to bring a breaching charge for the remote kill, because the only other option is a live nitrogen. Then from this guy's side there's no cook, so I'm happy. I think that's the only one that's could cause some issues.
Yeah, it's definitely not like a complicated spin. It doesn't mean that's not hard to do, of course, but it's like no accident kills and well, of course it's Scarecrow, but I think players can manage. We'll see. I mean, mostly the accident kills that always also makes the spin spicy because these are all able to be done after the targets are knocked out. So this is interesting. We're gonna see 2 different styles here, which is what I really like. We're gonna see k-kaneta start in the suit. We're gonna see Chris start in as the hacker, which are the two viable starts for her.
Basically.
For Colorado Roulette. Basically, yes. I've never seen someone start something else. k-kaneta gets the body found. I'm not sure what that is.
That was Ezra for sure Ezra
Yeah.
on the elite falling into his viewcon before the KO, so he should
I do
just
think so, yeah.
trust that. Not ideal that you have green guns for this, but or not
But
having green guns, I mean.
yeah,
But
yeah.
he will manage, and Chris's early advantage is going to be one more KO target early on because he got a Sean isolation immediately. He can, or he did get already the Ezra, and now he's waiting on Penelope, and he can make it 4 out of 4 once he gets to Maya at around 2.5 minutes.
That is very true. The hacker start isolation does take a bit longer because it triggers some of Penelope's dialogue. But as you said, the reward of that is having Sean Rose already KO'd, which can make it timing independent. And now, well, it depends if you can weave the live Sean in on a second cycle when he just comes back very naturally. Then it doesn't really hacker start doesn't really give any advantage, but we'll see how they'll do it. k-kaneta now grabbing the kitchen knife, which he needs for the spin. Everything else he should have. And probably now going for the Maya isolation.
Spin is not the toughest. The disguises aren't far away from the map, so I can see Chris finishing sub 630, which would make hacker better than suit. But of course, part of this was that Chris got the hacker start for the first try. There is some body falling you have to be careful of with the guard and Sean. That worked out, and well, the issue is, well, it is not a big issue because the explosive specialist is close to Maya. So after the isolation, 3.5 minutes into his run, he's going to get the first kill.
I'm sorry, k-kaneta didn't quite get the double lure. She's just too far for her to hear. But I think he did get her back. Yeah, it looks fine.
Ooh, barely.
Barely, yeah, very barely. But looks fine for him. So I don't really think that it's up like 630 is possible, to be honest. Because especially explosive specialist is a very time intensive disguise to get. Point man a bit as well, but it's mostly explosive specialist, so that is yeah. But maybe I'm wrong, but I do think it's gonna take a bit longer, maybe 7 to 8 minutes. We'll
Yeah,
see, though.
because the 330 I was thinking of is of course not going to happen. Chris is going to use the radio at around that time, gets the disguise 345, back to Maya 4 minutes, and then it's 1 out of 4. 3 KO'd targets in the basement. All 3 items are there in Chris's possession, but the disguise will be some back and forth.
Yeah,
So-
I do think so as well.
So what I'm trying to say here is k-kaneta might not be at a huge disadvantage for letting Sean go. And of course, the next time you can get to Sean as a scarecrow as when he gets back to at the house 6 flat. So 2 more
Exactly.
minutes.
But in-game time, they're very tight. They're both gonna get the explosive specialist at the exact same in-game time, pretty much. So that's interesting. it's very, very tight. As you said, Chris has Sean knocked out. Now, he's gonna take his first kill. I think Chris is gonna do the same thing. So k-kaneta's a bit, like a few seconds ahead, because he started a bit earlier. And also is a bit ahead in game time, but it's not much. And let's see what they're gonna do now, if they're gonna do the same thing. k-kaneta going for the point man.
Chris is
Probably
heading
smartest thing to
towards
do
the
here.
barracks, so it might just be... Because of course there's a militia elite in the basement, and the scarecrow is something probably you want to get last, or get all these guys, and then you can infiltrate a scarecrow. So makes sense that k-kaneta is isolating the... Well, the 2 Spec Ops guys. I'm not 100% sure which one is going to be here, but the other one is also isolated, and this is the limping guy, so the point man.
Yes.
To get it first try.
Exactly. It's very nice on the cycle that the Spec Ops went to the like washing his hands, which is the time when you can easily get the point man. Very nice. That's the second kill. He's back to green guns, so has confirmation that he's done nothing wrong, and it's gonna head to get the scarecrow, I assume, or not.
Seems
Maybe
like he's afraid of the timing, maybe, but I mean, yeah, he could have gotten the scarecrow in the meantime.
Yeah, Looks like he's gonna knock him out first and then kill him, come back with a scarecrow. It's just gonna cost him a bit of time. Or he just wants to the penalty kill first. Well, he can grab that, of course, but he could have grabbed that afterwards as well. But that might cost him, yeah.
Yeah, good call.
Because Chris now heading at Scarecrow, he did not, which is in disadvantage of the hacker start, to be honest. He doesn't have the guy he knocked out, and so he has to do something for him.
Oh, and k-kaneta is infiltrating the office again.
This is interesting. Looks like he's not gonna do it at the clock. Not gonna knock him out there. He's gonna clean out the office.
Not knowing the clock or not trusting the clock might just be.
Might be what could cost him. Either way, now Chris gonna get his kill on Rose, gonna open the shelter, and now gonna get the second kill and the last kill, I mean, and that should be the exit. GG's.
Guess the time, in-game time, 6 minutes 30.
Well, as you said, yeah, probably would have been very close, but yeah, probably it would have been for Chris either way. Yeah, very fast, very well done. I think that's as close to a perfect Colorado as you can get. So GG's.
Yeah, it was really strong Colorado by Chris, as well as k-kaneta, but this finishing part is just not going to happen. He's just not going to win spins with that against perfect Colorados.
Yeah.
Sean might be
Maybe
going up here, but too late.
Yeah, maybe you didn't know about the possibility that you can knock him out at the clock. Better should have checked that section of the Roulette guide. No, it's of course not.
It looks very risky with the roaming guard upstairs and the hackers downstairs, but there is consistent timings and body placements you can look for, and once those restrictions are met or those criteria are met, then you can just KO Sean and well, do the kill there and hide him there, or just drag him down, and there's the access to the tornado shelter. 6-2 Chris. k-kaneta's next pick coming up, which is Sapienza.
It's Sapienza.
So this is
also very nice map, gotta say. Bit personally, my personal opinion speaking here, but it's well, can't have it an opinion otherwise on the maps. So yeah, Sapienza coming up, legacy map, very well-rounded map. Let's see what they will do on there. It's now match point for Chris. If he wins Sapienza, he's gonna win the final. He's now gonna. Oh yeah, wait. Sorry, guys.
They are looking for the timing. Oh, 59, because you said.
Yes, I said 09 instead of 59.
You guys are going to have a break.
Yes, you can have a huge break. No. Sapienza is the call. I don't need that long for preparing spins.
In the meantime, we can just steal some Chris strats as he's getting the cleaver without. So he's causing havoc in the butcher shop, but while in this staircase, gotta check those bullet distractions again.
I've seen that from like once or twice before, but it's a very nice method for sure.
Because otherwise, cleaver is definitely a tough one to get, because all but the green plumber is trespassing in the butcher shop, and even for him it's illegal to pick up the cleaver.
Wait, the green plumber is legal there? I didn't know that.
I checked most disguises. I think maybe I only checked hit maps for some of that, because for season 1 maps the trespassing areas are marked. And I remember one exception, but
yeah, it'd be crazy.
Might be misremembering.
I mean, it can definitely be. I haven't checked that, but I'm not doubting that.
I'm just definitely gonna check it out now out of curiosity.
Cool. Feel free to do that.
Another underused item in Sapienza, which might be becoming more popular, is the last DLC's flash gun, the Serpent's Tongue. Thanks, Chris, for showing inventory, because this is going to blind the personal bodyguard for 10 seconds, and for most kills that is just enough time to KO and hide Francesca Although this is... Oh, he did not use the... I thought he was going to use the Serpent's Tongue, but it is more useful when Francesca is looking at the... Like...
Yes, I know
at the
what you mean.
bookshelves, yeah. Oh well,
Very true.
next time. Got me excited for nothing, thanks Chris.
It's fine. Yeah, definitely. It's good to know that you can do that, and it's a nice thought. But in the meantime, we only are 47 seconds away from the next spin, which could potentially be the last. If Chris takes it, then he's gonna win the grand finals and will be called Roulette Raceway 2 champion. Or k-kaneta could get closer to a tie by making the score 6-4 for Chris. But yeah, it's definitely do or die here.
Pressure
for
getting
k-kaneta.
higher, yeah.
Sure.
10 more seconds. And that is
Yes.
map number
You wanna read it
5.
out?
I sure will. So Chris's first match point of the Roulette Raceway 2 final is this Sapienza spin, Silvio Caruso, SMG as housekeeper, Francesca De Santis drowning as bodyguard. More of the straightforward side, I believe, because it should be a main square tower start, getting the bodyguard and deleting the evidence, making Francesca sick whenever you get there, because he's always going to go to her bathroom. You need to be careful of the two bodyguards who are going to be shuffling a little bit around. But once that's done and the kill is done, housekeeper, there's a free one. There's 2 free housekeepers. One upstairs, one downstairs. Just get one and silence SMG isolation for Silvio Caruso. Should still have some dart guns remaining. And then they might not have space for EMP, but then you can always stalactite them. That's my quick recap.
Yes, thanks for that. So yeah, but both being do what you suggested, starting at the clock tower, and yes, I agree. It's pretty straightforward. Yes, because it's not drowning for Silvio, it's for Francesca. It makes it a lot easier. So yeah, both will. I mean, Chris started a bit earlier. I'm not sure if it's gonna have an impact, but we'll see about that. Both still grab the bodyguard, delete the evidence. Of course, makes your life easier. Now gonna, as they have the SMGs, they can just head straight. Don't have to go the way around. Oh, wait, he triple shot some people. Didn't he? Wait, who did he triple shot? Who are the k-kaneta? Who are the guards that went there? I didn't even notice.
I think it's the... Oh, k-kaneta triple shot this door, or... Because it was open already. He triple shot from the clock tower? I completely missed that, because he didn't have to open this one separately, and these guards to the right will not be existent, so it's these two.
Oh yeah, these ones,
which are removed.
Interesting. I guess you just wanted. I mean, you could have also just opened the door with SMG, but that one works. I mean, that has to go to the kitchen now. So that's,
exactly, that's the big advantage.
Nice bonus,
and
right?
Of course he had the sniper, which is why you one-shot the door open. I was just thinking that he took the SMG and just shot 15 times the door from 200 meters, but that's not needed.
Yeah, that's quite cool though.
Oh, Johnny says the guards run through it and open it, and I guess it's open. Okay,
right.
okay. I'm learning.
He didn't shut the door.
Still a rookie here, sorry guys.
Yes, Mr. World Champion. So that's very, very nice to see for sure. A bit different. And now Chris is gonna shoot a seeker shot. I assume k-kaneta's gonna do the same when she's standing at the bookshelf. We really have mirror screens now. The situation was a bit different. But now we'll see. Yeah, you don't have to have that famous 230 timing here, as you're gonna seek her. The drowning kill. Now both bodyguards gonna follow her, I think. And not follow, but like second bodyguard is gonna come in. And Chris is gonna solve that by killing them both. Meanwhile, k-kaneta is using its other seeker shot on this second guard. Oh, it's not into combat.
Whoa!
What? Chris got
wall
wall
hacked.
hacked. What? Wow, I didn't know that was possible.
Never
That's
happened to me
some
either.
bullshit.
Never seen anyone else do that
Wow.
either.
That is crazy. What? What are walls even? What do you mean? Okay,
Yeah.
it's usually for k-kaneta, of course, if he does rip to the same thing. He's not gonna wait, very smart, because if he starts the drowning too early, the guard's gonna reach out to the toilet where Francesca is in, and then he's gonna walk into him drowning Francesca, but yeah, he did it late enough, so he's gonna continue to walk to the bin.
Yeah, these NPCs tend to reroute, so good
Yes.
call on Kaneta for rerouting there. He is looking to get the free housekeeper from this side, so I think that was the reason why he was considering options to get into this room. But now he has the free disguise.
That's nice map knowledge to me. Very nice. Should be the best way to get that. I think Silvio should definitely have left by now, but of course he can just shoot the panel, and he'll come back. He's quite close to the other two still as well. That should not be a problem.
Kaneta picks up the golf club, which is clearly illegal. Now he's going to wait for Silvio to come back here. It's not going to be a long wait because Silvio was at the fireplace anyway. And after using 2 seeker shots, I think it's up to Kaneta what he brought. If he brought a calmer, then it's straightforward isolation. If he probably didn't bring...
I think he didn't. He brought a sniper, so he already bought 3 guns. He couldn't bring a fourth one.
So he's going to throw an item against the railing. Yeah. Or
no,
the
he's
door.
gonna throw an item down at the door. This is really cool, I think. Because that's so cool. Because it's so much better. He can now wait for the guys to check it out. And if he has enough non-lethal melee. Yeah, he does. Which means we turned around, but he's going green guns, it's all fine. He just heard it. And that's a kill. Oh, that's really cool.
Brilliant.
I like that. Yeah.
I mean, brilliant when the walls are working.
Yeah, for sure. It's quite unlucky for Chris, to be honest. Otherwise, it would have been very close. I couldn't have told who would have won this, but for now, it looks very good for k-kaneta. Though, it's a ghost. Oh, they could make it. k-kaneta has a ghost sniper rifle.
That is going to be trouble because it depends on the placement.
We have to hold our breath. Yes. So it is possible to do with the ghost. But
the ghost
it's much harder.
is lethal, and for the ghost you have to aim at the very bottom of this thing, and I think he does. Okay, nicely done.
He did.
Of course, remember finalist.
Yeah.
And he's going to get Sapienza, but the boy, that was close and unlucky for Chris, and nice done by Kaneta.
I had to hold my breath there, to be honest, but very nice. Had to hold my breath, but very, very well done. Very good time as well for k-kaneta, but of course very unlucky wall lag for Chris. Fortunate. Well, that means though that the score is more equalized out. 64 for Chris still. He has 1 match point left, but if k-kaneta is tied up with the next map.
Yeah, but Chris needs to win one of the next 2 maps. And now he realized that he got the ping and the notification.
Yeah.
So we're 6-4. If he wins this map, he's the champion. If he wins the next map, he's also the champion. Just 8-6. But yeah, it's a brand new Sapienza wall hack.
Yes, you love to see it. New wall hacks. I haven't seen it before.
I remember something in the past that explosion accident meant that not only Francesca died, but someone in that room. But of course, there's a fireplace, so I couldn't really say for sure that it was.
Oh, really?
It was a lack of wall at some point, but it seems that it's definitely the case now. And well, what better place to showcase is than a final?
Okay. Wow, that is unfortunate. Also, Chris game crashed apparently. So let's see. You have to wait a bit. It's his pick though, and he's still one map up. Chris has to win one more map, and he has done it. he
has the choice of next map, and he's
Kaneta already hovering over Berlin. He thinks he knows what's gonna happen.
So
we'll
yeah,
see.
the thing is, if Chris loses this map, he's going to be able to pick the next one anyway. So he doesn't have to use Berlin, but it is the most likely choice at this point.
So let's see if he's gonna pick map or gonna complain more about shit he can change. we'll see.
And it's obviously the latter.
Yes, of course.
Still no map pick from Chris, and now Janini is typing very kindly that please pick a goddamn map already.
It looks like he's gonna choose.
Carpathian Mountains? Yeah, that's
just pick Romania. It always works.
Mm-hmm.
It's very unexpected pick. Also not a legal pick, but it's a very unexpected pick.
It's a big question which is going to be his next map pick. It is always Berlin being his joker pick, but the later you pick it, the higher the pressure. So I think he's also considering that. If you want to have the whole tournament decided by a Berlin spin, it is enormous pressure on Chris.
Yes.
While he can pick Berlin, lose Berlin, and still pick another map. And he is thinking of a pick. Just confirming in chat.
I thought so. It's not easy, to be honest. We have 9 maps removed now, so the map pool is only we only have 9 maps left to pick from. Though still, it's also a very hard choice to make. Gotta go through them in your head. What are the possible maps, and which of those would be a good pick here?
Some short maps are already gone. Some of the longest one with Colorado and Haven.
Yeah, also from all 3 seasons. And it's New York. It's going to be a very short one. Well, we played Dartmoor's first map, one of the 2 very short ones, and potentially it could be the last one as well, the other very short one. But not if Kaneta has something to say about it, of course. We'll have to see about it though.
I'm thinking of one specific message, and I wonder if that played any thought in Chris's mind, because Kaneta has mentioned 12 minutes before the match that he always plays safe in Dartmoor, which doesn't work here. That's the one-to-one quote. And we know that
New York as well. Yeah.
We know that Kaneta is a very safe player, and he had some really nice spins going. Nothing wrong with his speed. But Chris is also one of the quickest players, and he might just want to get this done by winning the 2 quickest maps.
Yeah, that is true. But of course, that also means he's ripping more often. So keep that in mind. Yeah. Let's see though what's gonna happen. But yeah, I for sure agree with you. I mean, there are always different playstyles, right? And how much you how's the spin not sent yet? Hello. Ah, there we go. Updated now.
Nice.
And yeah, different playstyles, and both can lead to success, of course. So we'll have to see about it. Either way, New York is gonna happen in just over 1 minute.
Probably lots will depend on which category the spin fits in. Can you bring a second calmer or not? Although we have seen Chris already showcasing a 1 calmer plus 1 snail solution, which was about 2 to 3 minutes with yesterday's semifinal. So this is why he went immediately up to this floor, because he's planning to get the 2nd and 3rd data discs from when Matteo and Fabian are talking to each other. So that is 1 snail away, or both are fitting in the same. But I mean, not during this practice, because this is just this is the other type when you can get the data discs with one calmer and empty the floor with the other. I think it's the best New York preparation if you have a strategy for both. If you can bring a calmer tranquilizer to the executive floor, or if you can't. Those are the big differences in New York.
Yes. That is for sure true. And the spin is going to be here in 2 seconds. And it is going to be Athena Savalas, of course, with a fiber wire as fired banker.
Now, the only downside of the Chris Colmer strategy is that Athena might be running to awkward directions and just don't get a GRB in the meantime. Kaneta is already in. You don't have to bring a fiber wire because there are some earphones on the map. And what were you going to say, my bad?
I think Kaneta didn't bring one, right?
He loaded in so quickly, so I didn't see any changes.
Either way, I'm interested. Last time we already seen a Kaneta New York, and he also had fired banker, and he did a roleplay strat. So
right,
I'm curious if he does that again, or if he's going for a quicker strat. But it wasn't on the close side either, so I'm curious.
He's definitely safe this time because one calmer on the security guard and hiding the fire banker, which is never found.
Yeah, both of them are never found, so it's not really necessary, but of course better safe than sorry. He has a bit of an in-game time because Chris restarted or planned a bit. I feel like. There's the EMP throw, and he's legal on the floor, so he's just gonna run past everyone.
And he's turning to the stock market to get that earphones from the table. Not sure who is an enforcer, but no one is going to be a trouble for him while getting the earphones.
Very nice. Yeah, gonna be interesting now. He's on his way up. He's gonna be up soon. He's gonna grab. He has to wait now for Fabian Man. That's unfortunate timing. Of course, he's an enforcer, so even though he's legal there, he can't just hop over there.
So
but he can do it now. He can get the second disc now though, which is nice. Oh, he doesn't do it. Okay.
Oh wow, because that was the big question. Because Kaneta was waiting and wasting 15 valuable seconds, but at the same time he could have grabbed the second disc, which would have been his advantage. But now 1 out of 3 data discs for both, and Chris is the first one to enter, and is definitely quicker than Kaneta. This is now Chris's advantage, and it's the big question: how will Athena turn around? Probably just
he can
aim the gun.
Definitely, yeah, he'll just aim the gun. So I think it would have been closer if he just if Kaneta did grab the second data disc from Heavy Man already. But this is now a huge advantage to Chris, I would say, because he doesn't have to wait for Athena to finish a dialogue. And he did grab the extra key card. Now he has one combo shot left. So he's gonna go for Fabian Man, and that should be it for him.
Yep, 2 minutes 15 seconds, so he can't be talking to Matteo because he was pacified, so it's taken a bit to wake up. And there we can see him, Chris is showing us very nicely where Fabian is. After this, I think he will go to the stock market, but Chris is not going to wait for that. One last risk to take. Fabian is moving already, and that is the corner shot. Last data discs. What? Nothing will happen. Nothing wrong will happen now. There's the done, and there's the 8-4 win for ChrisX3, and he is the champion of Roulette Raceway 2.
GG. Congratulations to Chris.
Congratulations, Chris, and amazing job by Kaneta. Incredible tournament. Truly, I wanna say fairy tale, but just don't want to discourage him or anything, because it was truly upset after upset, but his great work is definitely recognized by everyone here, and he's going to be having a second place finish. Cinderella story. Thank you, Mr. Nazy. That is the term that they are using. And I just can't wait for them to keep doing what they do in the World Championship.
Yes, exactly. just what you said pretty much. It was Chris was kind of a favorite, so and he did really fulfilled his role with that. Very well done. Got through the tourney pretty smoothly, and yeah, defeated every opponent in his way, and won the final against k-kaneta, who, as you said, had an amazing tournament. Yeah, nearly a rookie, only played RR6, and yeah, really hasn't dropped the map in the first 2 matches, and then still won 62 2 times. So that is that was simply amazing, and I can't wait to see more from him in RWC, which the Roulette Rivals World Championship, which are gonna start in 12 days. You said, right?
Yeah, indeed. So it's first day will be Friday the 22nd, and that will be followed by group stage draw, and of course the sign-ups are going to end on the 17th, and that leaves us with 5 days, so I hope we can do something interesting there. But more on that later. For now, just happy to finish this tournament, happy to have hosted this one between RR6 and the World Championship, for sure.
Yes, and thank you so much for host for doing it. It was a lot of fun for all of us in the roulette void before RWT. And yeah, I just want to shout out everyone who casted and admined all of the matches. It was a lot of work, so it's really appreciated. And if you want to watch any match back, gonna be a list of all the VODs in the spreadsheet, right?
Definitely, and on the YouTube as well. I'm just going to have to wait for some extra YouTube exports, but the casters, the admins have done so well. Just going to change scenes now, so maybe you can't hear us in the meantime. So yeah, let's start with thanking Demchiku for this stinger, just such a unique idea, and great to have unique assets for this tournament. Here is some confirmation as well that ChrisX3 has won Roulette Raceway 2, beating k-kaneta 8-4. 4 strong wins for Chris, definitely 6-2 against Cobalt and Meme Junkie, 6-4 against the defending champion, so it's definitely earned. And now it's an 8-4 win. But k-kaneta 6-0, 6-0, 6-2, 6-2, just he can also be very proud of himself. And I do want to thank, first of all, the viewers for keeping up with us, and watching these 2 weeks of actions. And I think it was 22 matches in the end. I could be off by 1. Only 2 forfeits out of 25, so it's really great to see for a community event. And my main thanks are for this admin group chat we had, and where we organized all of these matches, some of them which were outside my awake time zone, or how do you say that? I was sleeping for basically half of week 2. But huge thanks to ChrisX3, Currymaker, Demchiku, Pijero, Rommel of the Far East, some random person, and Yanini again for all their help adminning and casting these matches. And also I think there was some extra help we got from GK Punk taking one of the evening matches, David Red Sox taking another one, and Mr. Mike was adminning one, so thank you to everyone for taking part. It might be associated with my name, but it is a community event because of the community participation in terms of playing and in terms of making sure that all these matches happen, so I can't be thankful enough for all of you guys. Well, Raceway 3 have no dates to announce, nothing. World Championship is the main focus until mid-December, and after that I am looking forward to see what the community brings up at the end of 2021, at the start of 2022. But when the time comes and there's a void again, when we can play just 2 weeks of some back and forth spiced up roulette, then you will hear from me again. Yes, I think that's about it from me. Anything else, Yanini? I know you already said a lot of things, such as there's anything else to say?
No, that sounds very good, and I just want to say, like, on behalf of everyone, it was a pleasure. So, thank you so much for organizing all of it. And yeah, just want to advertise once again. RWC starting in 12 days is gonna be an event over several weeks. It's gonna be amazing, and yeah, just thanks for watching, everyone. Interfan and I also, I'm just gonna plug it again, released the roulette guide today. So if you want to start playing or want to improve your roulette, please check it out. And if you haven't already joined the community Discord, it's an awesome place for all things Hitman.
Oh, very well said, Yanni. Thanks so much again, and thanks to the viewers. Thanks for this crew of admins and shoutcasters, and also thank you so much for the players, because well, without them there wouldn't have been any matches to play or cast and enjoy.
Very true.
So with that being said, I think congratulations again to Chris. Congratulations to k-kaneta on his second place run, and I thank you everyone all for watching, and see you for the World Championship. Just 2 more weeks and we're going to be there. Bye bye.
See you there.